Mr. Khalifa, please introduce yourself and tell us who you are and what you do.
My name Khalifa Al Obaidly. I'm a photographer by heart. Now I am handling Firestation Artist in Resident Program and the TASWEER Photo Festival. And I teach at VCU. I have a program in the TV, the Golden Lens, and a lot of activities. I have Khalifa Art Center. It is my retirement project that more involved in education and supporting young photographers, bringing the analog photography, merge it with art and digital. Yeah, so this is me.
The turn of the century, you've been working with the British Council?
Yeah, UK. It's. I feel like it's home. It is more like we are as a Qatari. When we go to London, we feel like we are back home or we are going home because a lot of cultural, a lot of memories. My father and families, friends. So it's become sort of not really traveling, more than like changing, the atmosphere with the nice weather, let's say.
And how important has that relationship been? Because it seems like it's very important. It goes back to your father's generation.
Yeah, it is. It's very important. Maybe in the 70s, I believe, my uncle, my father, they go like on vacation to London. And still I remember these photos of my grandfather and the grandmother in the Hyde Park. And my grandmother said, I have got dates. I put it aside in the Hyde Park. I don't know, go maybe the palm tree now it's coming out because she planted this dates seeds in the Hyde Park. So she keeps telling me when I go to London, did you see the tree I planted there or the seed I planted there?
What a wonderful story. What a wonder. I hope that tree is growing.
Yeah, the weather they're different.
It's a little different to here. But there's a special relationship, right? There is a special relationship. We were at an event last night, and it was pretty special when you see those things in action, and you see the relationship that we've got between the UK and Qatar. There is a very, very special bond.
Yeah, absolutely. I spend a lot of time in UK, especially in London. During the time I was working with Hcie𝘀𝗁𝗪, he was in charge of the National Council for Art and Heritage. And then I was his assistant to do a lot of support to collecting some art materials or artifacts, Islamic artworks and other items for the museum, for the foundation of the museums he's trying to plan at that time. I was a specialist more on the photography, so I was more focusing on this, enriching the collection we have from the photography. So Sotheby's and Christie's and some private collectors, Bradford museums. So I have been around these areas trying to do this collection. That one maybe the first start I remember. And one of the things I learned photography with a photographer from Christie's. We were planning to do a studio to photograph all the, precious collection from the MIA, Museum of Islamic Art. And I thought, Christie, the best photography catalog they are producing and the image there, we want to do something like this. And that time, this is in 2001 or 2002, digital it start to come out and people, are looking to move to the digital. I said, no, let's go for the analog, a large format, a proper studio. And we set up almost a copy from that studio in Doha. And then we start, document all the collection from the Museum of Islamic Art. So that's opened my appetite and my eyes on the photography world from different angle, from the museum aspect, which was really very different.
I love what you've done, because I'm looking at you now telling me the story about you becoming with the photography, and how that's really kind of how that's given you a backbone to what you're doing now with helping others, supporting others, knowledge sharing, creating this creativeness within the Firestation that for artists and people to express themselves. Did you ever think that this was going to be something that you were going to do in the future?
Actually, I was really enjoying what I am doing, and without any plan, sort of, I'm going to this direction. I'm enjoying what I am doing, and I feel like I'm putting sort of a foundation for the photography from different aspects, more like art, more like supporting younger, because at that time I was member at Qatar Photograph Society. I do workshop there, and then we do documentary for Qatar and the movement also of Qatar. And the good things, the projects I have been working with the British Council, and that's sort of nailing, my steps on different also level of, developing the thought, developing the management, and so.
So we're celebrating 90 years of the British Council. Seems like it's had quite a big influence on what you've done and now what you're doing with a big organization.
It is. If I go back with the British Council, first time I visit the British Council, I believe it was in the 70s. I believe 1977 or 78. And the building was in 𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗪, next to near to the Ras Abu Aboud overfly, the street there. So amazing building. Still I remember, the leaves, the trees, the place. And that time, it's like in different era, like in new things to go to the British Council. And we were a little bit like, different feeling. We learn Arabic at home, at the school, and this is more British. So this in the 70s, this is our feeling. And then when I start, working with the team on different projects, maybe the place I call home, it is the first projects I have been working on this is I believe in the 90s. It is amazing project that we approach some artists from Qatar here and from GCC, and then we told them about what is the home means for you, the place you call home, what is it? So everyone, he tried to describe this through his artwork, through his imagination, through his eyes. And then we came out with amazing artwork and the project. 𝗪𝗀 from Qatar, she participated in this project, showing the home through her camera lenses. And the feedback we have got also, the people amazed with the different type of installations and programming than ordinary photography everybody doing just as a hobby. That's make really a big difference.
But I saw lights come on. We were discussing the place I call home. And all of a sudden, when we were just before we started talking, the lights come on. Oh my word, this was so good. It went all over Europe. It went into the Middle East. It was quite viral back then, right?
Yeah, because this project, I did it almost 2 times. The first time I was more like an educator and I work with the kids. And then the second time I was more like a curator and I work with the artist. And I can see also on myself the development, how it's going through this project. And the project itself, it is ignition, all your feelings, and approaching you from different angle, letting you to a little bit discuss inside how to present, what to do, and then it takes you back to your deep, thinking, and then you come out with something unique. This process happening with the artists, with the people we were discussing with, and the result was really amazing.
And when you look at that to see what it's done for a nation, I'm lucky enough to be able to say that Qatar is my home for the last 16 years. But you see this cultural change to a certain degree with the creativeness, with being able to say what they feel. For all of us, I've seen this progression. And I'm still seeing this progression. We're in M7 right now, and this is another one of those that are getting so many people to express themselves through art, through exhibition, through getting those points across.
Absolutely, this is right. And I can see it with our younger artists. When they see the platform, when they see the support, they will come to contribute. One of the projects, 𝗚𝗂𝗪, it's more for disability people. A group of disabled people, artists came to Qatar, and I was mentor for 2 young girls from School of Deaf. And then I was working with them in photography because their hobby is photography. And what I like when we said the project we have, it's again related to Mia. So it's bring me back again with this project where I've been working with it, in the 90s almost. So we asked them to select an artwork to get inspiration from this artwork, and then to do their photography in that. One of the lady, 𝗚𝘂𝗁𝘁, she said, I'll take the incense burners, like a vote, and they put the charcoal inside, and then the incense, then the smoke coming out. So 𝗚𝗂𝗪 have got a huge vote going, pigeons going around. So let's do some photograph there showing how the smoke, which is the motion of the movement of the votes. And then we did that setup in one morning on Friday, and 𝗚𝘂𝗁𝘁 select the place. I was supporting her to, whoosh the vote, and then they flow around, and then she take amazing photograph showing the culture of 𝗚𝗂𝗪 and the movement, like smoke coming from that piece of art, the vote. So she's really creative, and she tried to implement that through our culture. This is the caliber of artists we are getting when we arrange the platform, the support, mentorship, and then we get such amazing artwork.
I've got to be honest. I wish I would have realised just how much the British Council has had such influence here in Qatar, but not just Qatar, on a global basis. It's really, and it's just a privilege to listen to your stories. You really are pushing it with the Firestation. I remember when it was literally a fire station. I never realised that it was going to get to the stage that it's at right now, and it just keeps on growing. Has the British Council in some way had some influence? What influences do you think they've had on that going forward?
Yeah, this amazing project led by Her Excellency Hcie𝗀𝗪𝗀𝗀 bint Hamad Al Thani, and her vision to utilize all these buildings, which has been, have got a great role in the 80s, and now to utilize it in another role for the artist. Firestation, it is a destination and hub for the artist. British Council, one of our partners, actually we have been working many projects with them in the Firestation, especially in TASWEER, because TASWEER Photo Festival become part also of the Firestation, and I'm leading this organization as well. Almost now 5 years we established that. So we have been working on the student, which is influencing them to participate in our projects of photography. I remember we did sustainability about the energy photography competition with the British Council, and we distribute or we announce it through the schools. The feedback and the participant application was over what we were expecting, and the creativity how they see the power and the energy, sustainability, the resources. It is from different angle, of how we see it. And then we have got a fantastic, we discover some artists through that competition. And we keep time to time. Now we are working for another competition as well coming soon with the British Council and TASWEER.
Whoa. Yeah. The movement is quite incredible. I spend a lot of time in M7 and the movement I see out there is just incredible. And that's got some reflection on yourself and the British Council. With yourself, it's like, did you ever think to yourself going back all those years ago that you were going to be this type of person you are right now?
Actually, subhanallah, there's something coming from Allah that guide us to space. It's better for me and for my family. And that's also inspiring me to educate my kids in British system. So they have been studying at Newton schools. My oldest daughter graduated from Coventry, media communication. And Raneem now also studying at Nottingham University, cybersecurity. So it is British influence that's affecting me from inside. And I feel like without really tension, that just I'm going through that. And this come maybe because I have been, in Qatar, and all this efforts, all the activities, people around me, and that's going in the back side from the brain, leading you to somewhere, which is, I feel, that's affecting me myself as well. And my time I spend in UK usually, I go to the museums and every time, I discover new things in the education happening in art and galleries. And there is also many plans coming, inshallah, during the Qatar National Day. We have something, I can't unveil it now, just we are working on something with Qatar Embassy also in London about it. So I feel like we are very, very much engaged with the UK culture.
I'm so proud of what they've done, because and when I say what they've done, the British Council, the UK, I'm proud of. Of course, I'm from the UK, but to listen to you and to see it in your eyes and to see it in your smile, what the British Council and UK has had an influence, that gives me such great pleasure and it makes me so proud. So thank you for saying all these wonderful things. If you were to say something about right now, if it was to say something about to the British Council, what would it be?
First, I want to say thank you for all this effort where you enrich our culture and life. Thanks for the sort of the guidance. They have been always like an advisor when I ask about anything, especially in the education. And all the support we are getting, all the projects, they propose time to time different projects. We have also some projects for the World Cup. We are working for TASWEER 2025. But there's a lot of things in future I can't really tell now about it, since it is still in the kitchen where we are trying, to cook all that in very calm. And then it will come, inshallah, soon. But I'm very happy and always supportive for the British Council and all my friends there, Dr. Wasim and his team. Really, they are doing amazing work, communicating with us, programming, and supporting also in cultural and education wise all the generation here in Qatar.
It's fabulous, and thank you for your kind words. I'm sure they're going to be over the moon with those. And I'm going to ask you a difficult one, because I'm asking everybody this. And the question I'm going to say, in one word, what does a British Council mean to you?
British Council means to me a great support and institute that I come back to them to dig and get more influence.
Oh, wow. And I suppose it's support then. That one word would be support.
Yeah. They are supporting a lot of our projects and they are opening the gate for new projects, especially for younger generation.
And how long do you think the relationship is going to last? It's been 90 years already. How long do you think the relationship's going to last?
Yeah, maybe I will retire soon, but I will keep, working on projects with the British Council. I believe that working on education and within the culture, it has no limit. It is always growing and keeping everybody enthusiasm and happy, enriched with all the outcome from the projects. I just remember I have been doing with the Serpentines gallery at Hyde Park, a project about Edgware Road. And Edgware Road, it's a very famous street. Most of the Arab there and also Qatari people have got really spent some time there. And I have been meeting a lot of friends who have spent what does it mean Edgware Road to them. And I have got really amazing records from them about their memories in Edgware Road and the shop there, the sound records. And that time we used a cassette or phono, long play and all this stuff. And the restaurant, all this entertaining in that road and the groceries. So it's very, really deep impact with our culture and our people here in Doha.
I love the story about your grandmother.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back and look in Hyde Park next time I'm home.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see if I can see a date tree. Yeah. You've been an amazing guest and you are doing an incredible job for the whole ecosystem. And I'm so proud that the British Council has been a part of your journey.
It's also my pleasure. I really feel honored and happy to keep, this momentum and amazing collaboration with the British Council. You did a lot of change here in the culture and with the people and different level. And please keep doing your activities and your inspiration for the new generation.
I'm proud, so proud of the British Council. Thank you so much indeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.